Hello, everyone, and really so great of the Mr. Farooq that he is back. And now we will continue our session. As previously I just mentioned that we will request again the Mr. Muhammad Farooq because there was certain technical issue at his side, so he could not join previously. But now we will carry on and we will carry on all the questions and this session with the Mr. Muhammad Farooq. So since I have already given his introduction and I have already introduced the topic which we are going to discuss in this session. But first, I would like to request Mr. Muhammad Farooq Akhtar that please give the overview about this session because we are talking about element of research in marketing, and we are considering the this perspective of how can research shape and design our decision making. So over to you, please, Mr. Farooq. After, please enlighten us about the role of the research in marketing. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Haider, for inviting me again in this session. And I'm really very sorry that got some interruptions during this whole process. And secondly, the main good morning, good afternoon, and good evening as per your regions. And as Dr. Heather already said about our topic, that today our topic is about the role of research in marketing. It is an important topic, and in this topic, we shall cover that our decision making should be based on research. Sometimes when we take any kind of decision, we shall avoid the background drawing room decision making, and our all decision making in the business processes that should be based on the research. And that research means an actual research. Sometimes we say that we are doing some kind of a research on it in a very generic way, but we are not talking on this topic. We are actually talking that actual purpose is we have to do some certain and scientific, we shall adopt the scientific process to complete and to perform any kind of a decision in any organization. So our main perspective and our main concern in this whole process should be that we must introduce decision making processes based on the research. Thank you, Dr. Heather,
Yeah,
for this
thank you very
question.
much for giving us such a wonderful overview that what we are going to discuss in this session, because now the our audience from around the globe, they got the notion that which perspective we are taking. So let us start with the first question, Mr. Farooq Ahmed. That how what is the role of marketing? What is marketing? Please enlighten our audience regarding, since you are the expert of marketing. So we hear this term a lot. Please explain it.
Thank you, Dr. Heather. Marketing is one of the most dynamic subject in management sciences, because in marketing we have to deal a lot of matters. I shall cover this issue in later discussion. First of all, I want to discuss that what is marketing. In marketing, our main purpose is to get we can explain it in two very simple words. Number one, create value, and number two, capture value. In this process, we must create value, and the purpose of creation value is to capture value. And how we can capture value in this whole process, like we can get a profit, as everybody knows, the main purpose of the business. The second purpose could be to improve our brand image. That could be a second option in a marketing, in a capture process. Third could be a customer loyalty. Fourth could be a customer retention. And all these things, these could be the options, like we want to create a good word of mouth. So all these things covered in the capture option. But we if we want to get some good options, like in brand image, we want to do a good brand image, we want to improve our brand trust of our organization, we want to create a good brand loyalty. we have to do some, we have to create some certain type of a thing. So first of all, we have to understand the market, that what kind of a consumers and what kind of a needs they have uh, uh, to them we can serve, where we can serve. After understanding their consumer identification, we have to create some certain type of a strategy, like we shall do the segmentation process, we shall do the targeting process, then we shall have some positioning strategy. Then we after understanding the consumer, we shall go on to segmentation, targeting and positioning. After this we have four p's, like a lot of people talking about the seven p's, but because our most of the people are journal background, so we have some product, price, place and promotion strategies. So we have some strategies which should talk about that. It must be clear that our product must be as per the requirement of the consumers. Our price must be as per the requirement of the consumer, because initially I have said that we have some background research. We first of all we have to understand the consumer. Based on that understanding, based on that segmentation, targeting and positioning, we must create the product as per the need of the consumer. We must create the product as price as per the need of the consumer. We must create the placing strategy as per the requirement of the consumer, and we must have a promotional strategy as per the requirement of the consumer. So three steps are completed regarding the creation of value, and the fourth step, we have some good relationship our clients. So that for a good relationship, we have to work on the customer relationship management. We have to create some certain persons in the organization which create a good liaison with our consumers. We attract them through discount policies and all these policies. And it is not enough to create a good interaction with the consumer. We need some interaction with the partners as well. We need some forward integration, we need some backward integration, we need some good supplier, we need good vendors, we need good retail organization, we need good wholesalers, even we need a very good and effective logistic persons who must provide and who must shift our product from our manufacturing unit till the consumer doorstep in a proper way. So to create value, we have to follow actually four kind of a step. First of all, we have to do understanding about the consumer, that what actually consumer do, which is the actual our topic, that our decision should be based on the understanding of the consumer. Then we shall create the segmentation, targeting and positioning option. Then we have to complete our product, price, place, promotion decisions as per the requirement of the consumer. And then we create a good relationship with the customer as well as with the partners. So if we create value, if we create the product, if we create the service as per with this whole process, then it is very easy to capture value, because I explain the marketing in a two very simple words: create value and capture value. When you create a proper value for your consumer, after complete understanding of your consumer, then you have the option to get a good word of mouth. Then you have an option to satisfy your consumers. Then you have an option to retain your consumer. Then you have an option to get a loyalty from your consumer. Then you have an option to get a customer consumer equity in your business. Then you have an option to good profitability, which normally our businessmen think about, that all the purpose of any kind of a business is about profit. So the marketing is about the traditional and overall definition is basically is about the create value and capture value. Thank you, Dr.
Yes, Mr. Farooq, you have given a superb answer to this question, and I would say it is just like you have squeezed the ocean into a drop, and it was so fascinating. And the viewers who are watching, definitely they are more they will be more inclined towards the research, because you have made it very easy for them that what is marketing and how it is related, and the basic concepts. Probably maybe the teachers who teaches the marketing, they may describe all these concepts maybe in 1 month, but you just discuss all these things within 5 to 6 minutes, and you have elaborated the basic concepts very well. Wonderful. And that brings me to the another question, which is very relevant to this one, that please elaborate the concept of research, and how can we connect research with the marketing, and how it is interrelated. Yes, please.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Heather, again for an interesting question. Because as I in our previous discussion, we have talked about the understanding of the consumer. So normally in our decision making, we shall use the approach of drawing room decision making. We got some friends in our drawing room. We invite them on a cup of tea, and we have decided our product design over there. We have decided pricing strategies over there. We have decided that either we shall go with an advertisement process, or we shall go with an social media, or we use any kind of a personal relationship officer. So they decided all the things in their own DC, own drawing rooms. But in this digitalized world, in this globalized world, in this competitive world, it's very difficult to do and work on the basis of these informations. So it is very effective to do a research. So as far as my understanding is concerned, research is a very big task. So we have some certain phenomena. We have some certain phenomena like our advertising is not successful, or how to do any kind of advertising. We have some research questions, like our consumers are switching. Some of the consumers are continuously attached us to get some products, and they want to shifting from one place to other place. So there are multiple phenomena. So one phenomena is switching behavior. So here how and why these people are switching, that decision should be scientific. That decision should be a scientific approach. So in a research, we have some certain phenomena, and we have some certain scientific approach, and that approach must be proven by the expert researchers. Like what kind of a phenomena shall be addressed, and what kind of a research. So there may be a possibility to solve that phenomena in a qualitative way. We have some experts, we have some focus group interviews, we have some interviews with the general public, we have some interviews with an expert person. So there may be a possibility that that phenomena must be addressed in a quantitative way. So research is all about to give the solution of that particular phenomena in a scientific way. And what is scientific way? Scientific way means which is approved and proved by the authentic researcher to solve that kind of a phenomena. So that's my side for a research related, that what kind that how we can define the research in a general perspective.
Yeah, very nice, Mr. Farooq. You have explained it very well. What is research and the concept of research, which is related to the marketing. Now, really, very another interesting question. That please tell us about what kind of issues we shall address in marketing. Yes, please.
What kind of issues we can address in the marketing, like as I have already said, that we have some issues regarding switching behavior. That's a very common issue in our regular life, that we have some certain kind of a brand, but people purchase our brand, but again they switch from our system. Secondly, we have an option, most of the people talking about the digital adaptation. either digital adaptation of digital is possible or not possible in certain kind of a context. So some of the people currently talking phygital, the word of phygital. Phygital mean one of the journal gave a call for people on this relevant phenomena. They talk that some of the people, in the consumers want to purchase products through digital option. Similarly, at the same point, similar products can be, some of the person want to purchase some those products on a physical, or they want to visit the place, and they want to purchase them on the physical platform, because product purchase is entirely depends on the psychology and the purpose of that particular person. Sometimes when we are doing any kind of a shopping, uh, when we don't have any time, we purchase through online. But as Dr. Heather, you sometimes you have checked that sometimes people visited the stores for the recreational activity, for the entertainment. So they want to visit the shopping malls for the entertainment plus shopping. So one of the phenomena is called phygital. It means your stores must be integrated. You have to both approaches. You must adopt the good digital options. You must adopt the good physical options. So that concept merged, and they said that we must have a phygital. We need some papers on a phygital basis. Secondly, on a retailing side, on a retailing side, we can talk about the consumer experience could be one of the important thing that is currently worked on. Again, when one of the most important idea that I got in a previous discussion, when I'm talking to with my students about the consumer generated content, like in advertisement, in previous days, people get the see the advertisement where Myra Khan and Fawad Khan and a lot of other people are advertise the products of a different kind of a brands. But sometimes the consumers are very much aware that the person who is actually giving us they want to show that product. Actually, there may be a possibility that this person is an actual buyer of that particular product, or he is actually not the buyer of the product. So currently people feel that advertising is entirely a different option. We have some vlogs option. People purchase, like somebody purchase a brand shirt of any kind of a brand, and go outside and said that I am very impressed from that particular brand. So you may purchase it on social media every time of your advertisements are carry on. And this is seen in the current time, that people who are similar to you, that people who are similar, look like you, if they give their opinion on your product, it create much better impact on the consumer as compared to the people who are actually not the consumer. Because some of the people feel that the persons who are in advertisement, they are actually the paid persons, and they are not the actual person, the actual buyer of that particular product. So consumer generated content could be an important issue in current. We must address our organization. And again, when we are talking about the consumer generated content, we have some certain cautious measures over it. Like the person, there may be a possibility that one person creating a positive image of our product, there may be a possibility that if that particular process person create a distrust on our organization at some certain point, then again that particular person is again going against our firm. This could be again affect that a person one time giving a good feedback on our product, because actually that person is not a paid person for you. If your organization is not going to 100% satisfy him, that person may give a good remarks. Currently there may be a possibility that he is going to create a negative image of your organization in the future. So as when we got the consumer generated content from the social media, and that is free for the organization, if it gives some creating option, we have to work on the creating option, that we must create a good value for those people, so that they must have a trust. We don't have a trust issue with our consumer, and we shall give the product and improve the product as per the need of the consumer continuous basis, so that we can avoid the negative reviews, we can avoid the negative content on the social media. So this could be my side, Dr. Saab. We have a lot of other issues we can take and consider in our research fact. So these are some of the issues that I have talked to you. Thank you, Dr.
Yeah, very nice. And I'm really enjoying the way you are giving the answer. You are not only focusing on one thing, but you integrate the different important concepts and you are elaborating very nicely. And I was just thinking that whenever you are in the class and you will be explaining how great it would be when you will be teaching for 3 hours, 3 credit hours. So it will be great because you will be giving so nice examples and analogies. Uh, Very nice. And now that brings me to the another question. Since you are teaching to the students from a couple of years, and you are a student as well, PhD scholar as well, so you have the both the experiences simultaneously. So please let us know our audience that what are the different challenges of a marketing graduate. What did you notice, and what do you recommend to them? Yes, please.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Haider. It's a very one of the most striking question for me. Like marketing graduate is a very vulnerable kind of a thing. He is a very in a difficult position. Some of the time, our marketing graduate student opt this subject because this subject is a very easy subject. They said that we are very easy to interpret and elaborate any kind of a thing because we are actually consumer, and we can easily interpret all the things. But this is not the case. Marketing is changing every day. Since we have starting so we have started discussion, marketing is going to be changed continuously, and we have to capture it all the things. First, I want to just click. I want to just add or share one thing. Like all the persons, I believe that these have some management background. So I want to share one thing. Pastel, PESTLE, pastel. In pastel, first of all, we have to talk about the political. In E, we shall talk about the economical. In S, we shall talk about the social. In T, we shall talk about the technological. In E, we shall talk about L. In we shall talk about the law regarding consumers, and in E, we shall talk about the environment. So it means a marketing graduate is not an easy graduate, is not an easy graduate, and it's not an easy job to do only to make any kind of a marketing strategy. He is a person actually who have to deal all these phenomena at a time. As Dr. Saab, you know that in political science we have a PhD. In economics we have a multiple kind of a PhD. Some of the people doing PhD on micro, again, and micro is a very big element. Macro and Pakistan economy and development economics, multiple subjects are there. Even social, even when we are talking about the social, from the pastel, sociology is again a very big topic. And sociology, anthropology, psychology, all things are interconnected. But I feel that in pastel, psychology is missing. In S we shall talk about the social fabric, and it's better to add psychology here because psychology is missing. To it's better to consider the psychological part in a S portion, social part, because psychology and society sometimes have certain combinations at certain times. The third one is technology. Technology is continuously upgrading. We initially we have talking about the social media. Currently, metaverse is going to be happen in a near future. Initially, we shall talk about the artificial intelligence. Gradually, things are upgrading, and after technology, and as you know, the technology as a complete degree, they are doing PhDs, and in L we have some certain legal knowledge. So it is not easy for a marketing graduate to just understand the marketing strategies. So to just understand the product, price, place, promotion, and segmentation and targeting and positioning. And at the E level, we shall talk about the environment. Environment have multiple degrees. So every day our political situations are going to be changed, and
Yeah.
all these political decisions are clearly and very clear impact on our organization and business practices, and all these practices impact our prices and all these things. Economic continuously change. We have some GDP problems, we have some per capita income issues, we have some GNP issues. Continuously tax rates are up, continuously tax are, sometimes they are up, they are on a downside, sometimes prices are up, sometimes are downside. So when we have to settle the pricing elements, we must consider all these elements at a time. Being a marketing graduate, and technology is going to up. When social trends are changing in a environment, like people want some certain type of a color, but they currently those colors are out, new colors are in. People want to purchase, buy. People languages are continuously transforming. When we want to convey any kind of a message in a language, we must try to understand the particular language accent in that area. So that is continuously changing. Things are continuously changing. Words of which people are saying, that are continuously changing. So I believe that marketing graduation is not an easy graduation. They must take care about all the external elements that are continuously taking place around him or her, and they must get a close look on all these issues to make their products accordingly, to settle their prices accordingly, to promote their products as per the need of the consumers, and to place their products at and where they want to actually buy those products. So overall, I want to conclude this question that marketing graduate need a multiple type of a things to make a successful strategy, to create a successful strategy for any kind of a business. Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, thank you very much once again for your superb answer. And since you are talking about they need to be multi-talented, and they need to be doing multiple things, because there are very big challenges for them. So in relation to that, we cannot forget to talk about the globalization element, since we live in the globalized world today. So, Mr. Farooq, how do you see the phenomena of globalization and its effect on marketing research? Yes, please.
Yes, thank you. Dr. Saab, globalization is one of the most important challenge in the current marketplace. Everybody have a free entry to everywhere, but that entry is not so free. We have to do completely in a detailed research manner. We must create a complete and a good research on this all aspects. Like, I want to share one of the example here. Like French people, they didn't like other languages. They like their own language. So if you want to sell your products in France, you have to advertise your products in a French language. Even though you have to create your website in a French language. So understanding of if you want to sell your products on a global level, you have to address, like yesterday, when Argentina finished their complete their final in the FIFA World Cup, you may see that people are facing a hot weather over there. So weathers are continuously change and different. So if we are sitting in a country where weather is very cold, and we make some decision to go to the China and sell the products, but we don't understand the current weather scenario over there, how we can sell and design the product as per the requirement of the people, of the consumer, of the Argentina. So it must be very clear that every country have a different culture. Every country have a different positive, negative. Every culture, what there may be a possibility what is which is ethical in Pakistan, there may be a possible that that thing is not ethical in other country. There may be a possible that something is very positive thing in other, in one country, but not positive in another country. Like we can say, we can check the example of a burger. McDonald manufacture burger in different countries in a different way. Somewhere hamburgers are there, somewhere something other. In India you need a different kind of a thing. So we have to need we have to study these kind of a thing while going any kind of a. It's very easy, we can go anywhere in the world, but to make our brand and to make our product more successful, we have to study those things in a scientific way, in a scientific way. And we in a scientific way, we need some certain type of a persons which belongs to that particular country. Even though it's very difficult for a researcher of a one country to go and study those things in that other country. So it's better that you must engage some researchers from that particular country, so that they can help you properly to understand the phenomena, to understand the actual patterns of their purchase, how they purchase, why they purchase, what are the things they are annoying, and what are the positive, what are the negative. As an example, when we meet an American person, they have a different stance. They create some distance with you and that person. But there may be a possibility that when we came to the Arab country, these people are very close. When they met, they are very close to each other. So when we go abroad, so it is very important for all of us to understand the particular norms, cultures, their psychological patterns, their goods and their bads, so that we can so that we can launch our product into an appropriate way, and get a good image, get a good retention, get a good loyalty, and at the end we must have a good consumer equity at that point. So that is my side, Doctor.
Thank you once again, Mr. Farooq. You have very nicely explained this question. But let me relate it to another very great phenomena, since we are talking and we are discussing about the globalization. We cannot forget about digitalization, because the world has become digitalized and we are connected. And nowadays we teach to the student that you must develop the digital skills in order to be successful in today's world, because now everywhere is the internet, and you must have understanding of how to conduct the different digital things and to develop your digital skills. So please explain the role of the digitalization and the effects of digitalization on marketing practices, please.
Thank you, Dr. It's a very important question again. Digitalization is one of the most important factor in the current era. In my opinion, being a student of marketing, I always try to learn things from the people, from the books, from uh, different perspective in a different way. So, as per my opinion, the things and world is going to be totally changed in the near future. When metaverse is there, I feel that outsourcing could be one of the most important thing. Why people hire some persons for their organizations? If the metaverse is there, they may get the service from the other country, and they feel like they are sitting in the office. Like if I am available in my office, in my home, and somebody wants to get my service in other country, why he or she may hire me for the organization, create a building, create different kind of a departments for us, and create electricity charges and all these things. So in my personal opinion, as for my studies, as for my understanding, with the metaverse, things are totally going to be changed. In metaverse, we have our meetings and all these things online. A consumer, like in current digital marketing options, we get something, like if we want to order some any kind of a shirt, I click there and order to any kind of a person. But in the metaverse option, you have a clear depiction that what kind of this shirt, how that shirt is look like to me, or how I can actually you can feel your product on your body, and you feel that is it okay for you, or is it not good for you. So in my opinion, with the digitalization process, as metaverse is going on, it's totally things are going to be changed. And outsourcing could be one of the most issue in that area. Organization may try to hire those persons having good skills. They may work from their home, and they everybody knows, if somebody is giving the services from their home, that person could be a cheaper person for the organization, even though they have a multiple option as well. They may get one service from a one person, and a second service from a second person, and service from a third person. So in digitalized world, the things are going to be continuously changed, and our organizations must think about this. And this could be, and again, a very good opportunity for the academicians, as for my understanding, that they must try to improve and enhance their skills, that how they can give the skill their services to the people. Because in future, I feel, as the knowledge is going to be transformed, product are less important, services are more important. So we have to take care about the services, we have to learn the knowledge, we have to share the knowledge, we have to make our knowledge more compact, we have to make our knowledge more improved and beneficial for the society. So globalization is one of the important phenomena. We must try to understand it, and we must act and react as per the requirement. And it's better to react, and it's better that we shall proact before it's taking place. Thank you, Dr.
Once again, very nice answer to this one. And there is a misconception, and please enlighten our audience regarding the PhD role. So, how do you see the role of PhD in marketing can be helpful for the organization? Does PhD has to do anything with the better performance regarding the marketing graduate working in organization in corporate sector? If yes, how can they boost their performance in the organization, and how it can be more beneficial to the organization as compared to the masters? Yes, please.
Thank you, Dr. As our whole discussion is based on the research, and research is, again, I want to again repeat this question, that research, currently we need a scientific research process to solve certain kind of a phenomena. Organizations continuously, it is very important. If the organization are not getting the PhDs in their organization, I feel that they are not doing the good jobs. So it's better for the good organization that they must hire the PhDs who have technically the right person to do and to solve their any kind of a phenomena in a right way, in a proper way. There may be a possibility that other persons may also solve that problem, phenomena, in an expert opinion. They have some expert opinion, they have a very good industry experience. But it's rightly said that uh, our PhD graduate is the person who has the ability to address any kind of a phenomena in a scientific way. that actually a scientific way means he must address the things as per the requirement which is already proven. So it's very important for our PhD students they must think about the organizations as along with their academia. They must change their mindsets and try to think that what kind of a problems they can solve. They have the ability to solve. I personally believe that all marketing graduates, even HR, finance, and all other persons, if we all come out from our academic offices and join hands and try to solve the problems of the industry in a good way. So I believe that the things will be completely changed, and these organizations must need the PhDs who can solve their problems in a scientific way. And this is not never ending process. Like in marketing, society is continuously changing, social norms are continuously changing. Even though somewhere sometimes currently digital is working, experiences is continuously changing. So pricing strategy is continuously changing. So it's a continuous process, and we have to do research on a continuous basis. So it's better for the organizations on the other side that they must create a R&D department, and that must be headed by some experienced persons who have actually capabilities to do the research in a scientific way. So thank you, Dr. Saab. This is my side.
Yeah, thank you very nice. Thank you very much. Very nice answer to this question as well. And really, Mr. Farooq, I am enjoying the way you are connecting the different dots, and you have highlighted a very big point, which is industry and academia linkage. And we must bridge this gap, and this is what the world is doing. That they have joined hands together and they try to solve the problem. Academia is there, the researchers are there, they know the research process properly, and they can conduct a very scientific research in order to solve the problem for the industry. But the thing is, if we have a better connection and we need to develop the better linkages with the industry. And you have very nicely highlighted the role of the researcher, that if they are there and they are conducting it, so they will conduct it in a more professional way because they are trained people for that particular activity and processes. Very nice. And now we will take the last question, which is one of the our participant has mentioned that, sir, what is your point of view that in Pakistan traditional mode of marketing are being adapted rather than the latest techniques suggested by different researchers? So can bring more effective result. What is your opinion? Yes, please.
Yes, this is one of the most important questions, that we are following the traditional ways and we are not adopting the latest trends in the marketplace. Uh, there may be possibility answers could be a different way. Sometimes there may be a possibility that people who are heading the organizations, they are not technically understanding the importance of the research, and they still feel that we can and we have the we can easily made any kind of a decision in a drawing room. So why we do and do this kind of activity in a scientific way, because scientific procedure needs 6 to 8 months to complete. So I believe that things will be changed gradually, and if any organization is not going to feel the importance of scientific decision making, I believe then in international culture and international in globalized world and digitalized worlds, they have to face a lot of consequences, because people are continuously changing their behavior. Consumer are changing. Consumer are actually if we are not well, we have saw a lot of international companies. We have saw a lot of multinational firms who are actually not accepting the pulse of the consumers, and they will get out from the market. So if we are actually not understanding the pulse of the consumer, if we are not trying to understand the pastel model in a real way, and we not we couldn't, if we did not make any kind of a information system in our organization, and we our decisions must be based on the information, and that information should be a scientific operation. So I feel that multiple reasons could be because people are unaware about the research. Being a researcher, it is our responsibility to create an awareness. This is again a canvas. It could be canvas and the channels like this. These are the important source for the people on the globe, that they provide they create the voices of the people who are actually academicians, and they promote their voices for the businessman, for the business community as well. So with the passage of time, things will be better, but it's our responsibility to try to understand the marketing research role and the research of the human resource, organizational behavior, financial management, behavioral finance, and all these things. So currently, I believe that some of the countries are not technically taking care about the research in marketing and all other aspects, but it's beneficial and it's very important for a big organization and for a good organization, that they must create the R&D department, and their decisions must be led by the research. Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Farooq. Really, you talked about a very important and essential concepts right from the marketing and leading towards the different concepts of it and how the research is related to it, the challenges and the particularly the globalization, the digitalization, and how the research graduate, particularly from marketing, is important and what issues they face. And really, the way you explained everything, I love the way you connected it to the researcher, to the industry, to the student. At every level, you connected very nicely, and that's why you're a wonderful expert of this field. And since you have a wonderful international exposure and you are working with the renowned professors in your area, and that is very much visible in your answer and that is very much visible in your recommendations. Really enjoyed this session with you and thank you very much for giving us such a time, and the way you explain is so great. So please, what is your message to the world as a speaker, author, teacher, researcher, expert, professional, and educator? Yes, please.
Thank you, Dr. Shah, for beautiful words for me. Thank you. I'm really humbled to discuss all these things. Learning is one of the most important things. We have to learn things, try to learn things from everywhere, wherever we are, and try to make all these things better with the passage of time. And learning, I feel that learning is one of the most important thing. In real world, we have to try to learn all these things, and try to solve the problems of the people as much as we can. Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, wow, what a wonderful message you have given to the world. And I think people like you who has the positivity and who wants to contribute to the world and back to the society are much needed in this world because we want to contribute, and this is how we can make this planet more better place. So best wishes for your upcoming endeavors, and we really want you to be around because the way you are contributing to the field and world is very important, and please keep it up the way you are doing it, and really nice message you have given to the world. So to the audience, that please do follow our distinguished guest speaker through his research work, and you can email him for future learning and guidance. He is very generous and always ready to help the people. Moreover, wonderful answers he has given for the different questions which you have, people have shared with us. And if you have additional question, please connect to us, or you can connect to the speaker directly through social media account or through his email address. So that's all we have time for today. Thank you once again, Mr. Muhammad Farooq Akhtar, and I would like to thank who join us from around the globe. So thank you all for your support and liking our session. Stay tuned as many sessions are on the way. Please do not miss any session. Until next session, take care of self. Bye bye.